Another solid effort by the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Good Super Bowl Sunday. This is the Cliff Ellis Show. I'm Rich Krampanis. Coach, I know you're going to enjoy the game later on today because your team had a super effort against a good Charleston Southern squad.
Sure did. A contender in Charleston Southern. We came in, took care of business, a hard-fought, tough win, and we've got a lot of them ahead. I mean, this is a big week for us. 4 games in 7 days yesterday. Tuesday we got a game, Thursday, Saturday, big games, like a tournament.
It seems as if your team has the ability to sense that this is in a critical part of the season, and they've got that, I call it tournament toughness, and I hope it carries over into March.
Well, Asheville won't go away. I mean, they're a basketball team that is just not given an inch, and that's what good teams do. And both teams are just fighting, and both teams are challenging. But we got a contender in Campbell who's coming in here Tuesday that is a big statement game for both teams.
Let's take a look at Saturday afternoon's action between Charleston Southern and Coastal Carolina.
Well, we got a great crowd on hand, Rich. It's a wonderful atmosphere. I thought our students did a good job. How about that picture of Raffa and Kier? The Raffa Mafia.
That's right. It was a great atmosphere. I think the fans heard your plea last week on the show to get out in full force, and now it was Kier Greenwood setting the tone early, Coach.
Well, he sure did. That was a great job of getting into the paint and making a play.
Kier Greenwood with the first basket of the game. He'd get the next one right here. And early on, Coach, it was back and forth, which you expected.
Yeah, defensively, I thought our pressure on the ball was lacking and they got too many rebounds. But overall, we were making some good plays. But, again, that's just too deep, and they were on the glass.
Kelvin Martin with the bucket there. He got hit in the face with a ball before the game. A bizarre scene there, but you bounced right back, and Chris Gradnigo had his stroke going.
Well, he sure did. He made some big plays for us in this game.
Coach, I thought this was the one kind of lull in the game, and this is Mao with the 3. It's 15-11 Charleston Southern. You call a timeout. What'd you tell the guys? You got them back on track?
Well, this is a three-point shooting team, as you see, and we needed pressure on the ball. You can't allow a team that shoots the ball to have that open of a look.
We're so used to seeing Chris Gradnigo shooting that outside jumper, but he can take it to the 10.
He's got a great move to the hole.
Here's another play by Chris Gradnigo driving baseline.
Well, that was a good play, and I like to see Sam. He was ready to follow it up if he missed.
And Coastal Carolina now building an advantage here, and it's Anthony Raffa. He had another solid double-digit game.
A good jump stop into the paint. Raffa makes big plays for us.
And there's Raffa again showing his range from 3. He does it inside-outside, Coach.
Well, if we touch the paint, we like that shot.
And here's Sam McLaurin with the hoop and the foul. Coastal Carolina taking a 23-21 lead, Coach. And Sam doesn't have sexy numbers, boy, but he is invaluable to your interior play.
Well, he's very tough, and we need the ball. We really need to go through Sam. The more we do that, we've got an advantage over teams. The more that we do that, the better our team is. Sam
McLaurin completing the three-point play right there. And then here's Coastal on the run, Coach. This was a pretty neat play by Anthony Raffa. Count it and 1.
Well, that was a good play, and it looked like he had a little volleyball touch to that shot, but he goes to the line and finishes.
Yeah, Coach, slow this one down. Exactly what you're talking about here. This is a classic Raffa bucket.
You never know. He's the Energizer Bunny.
So Coastal now late in the first half. Danny Neiman finding the range from 3. Coach, you begin to build a 6-point edge.
Well, they're not going to go away, and Kier got in foul trouble, and you see Martin was tough. I mean, he's just a tough player.
No doubt about it. Chris Gradnigo finding the range from the outside once again. Coach, he had 12 in the first half.
Well, he did a good job overall. This was, without a doubt, a big game for us. He gave us a lift on offense, Rich.
Coach, you had a 32-28 lead at the half, and maybe the most important part of this game is you come out of the gates roaring in the second half, 7-0 run.
Well, we were really disappointed at halftime with the way that they had rebounded the ball and had gotten some looks, and we wanted to come out and have more energy on the defensive end, and we did.
Kier Greenwood with the hoop and the foul right here, and he is the most underrated player in the Big South. There's no question.
Well, I don't disagree with you on that. I think he doesn't get a lot of the respect that he should deserve.
And this is a point now, boy, Gradnigo, when he gets streaky, it's just sit back and enjoy.
Well, you like it when he's on because he's a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, and he's going to be pleasing the crowd here in a couple of minutes. Chris Gradnigo with a couple of shots there. Now the lead's at double digits. This three-pointer here by Harper, it made it a 48-42 game, Coach, but that's as close as Charleston Southern's going to get.
Well, we start to stretch it here, and you're going to see some plays. Here's Kier on great penetration, and he gets them up and makes a play.
You know that when you need Kier to be a scorer, he's got no problem being in that role.
Well, if they give it to him, he's going to take it. Now, that was good defense. We got the block shot. Raffa goes in, he gets hit, and goes to the line and finishes.
Coach, I think you'll agree with me. This deserves another look with our Hooters. Did you see that? And defense and great transition.
That's a great play right there. Anytime you can get that big lineup in and they block the shot, and you can see he pushed him from behind and he got the play, and that's a good three-point play.
I thought Raffa might have had some popcorn there in the stands when he fell in.
What a shot by Kier here. I mean, he takes number 5, Nimley, and just puts him away.
Coach, we were talking about crowd pleasing. Here it comes.
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Now, that's a play, my man. You take that to the hoop. You take it with authority. Ridiculous.
Wow. Coach, look at that one again. Goodness.
It speaks for itself.
Dunk of the year so far?
Ridiculous.
I have to agree, Coach. Redunculous for Chris Gradnago. Wow.
Play of the day. Give it to him.
Gradnago wasn't done in the dunking department here, taking the hot feed from Kier Greenwood. Another great slam. Gradnago finishes with 24 points and 7 rebounds on the game. Check out Raffa here with a drive.
Well, he gave him an opening, and when he gets that, he'll make that play.
Coastal at this point enjoying a double-digit advantage, and then there's one more Kier drive, Coach.
Well, the paint's open, and we want to get it.
And, Coach, you have to be very pleased with a very, very solid effort, a double-digit win. This is a very good Charleston Southern team.
Oh, without question, they're a contender. And, we had a hard-fought win. A game in which they battled us. We out-rebounded them by 1. We had more turnovers than they did. That's a tough team. That's going to be a tough out come tournament time.
We talked to the Chanticleers following the 71-58 victory over Charleston Southern.
Nice game. The shots were really falling for you.
Yes, sir. It was a great start, and second half we knew we had to separate ourselves, and we did a good job of doing that.
Were you a little surprised that you pulled away? That was a convincing win over a very good Charleston Southern team.
Yes, I think this time of the year is where, it's not a lot of practice, it's a lot of rest and just going over, and that's when executing is big. So if we execute, we should be fine, and we did a good job of that tonight.
I got to ask you about those Chris Gradnago dunks. They were pretty awesome, weren't they?
Oh, definitely. Chris the kind of guy, you never know what you're going to get from him. Any given night, he can go for 40+. Great athlete, just all-around scorer, one of the better players I ever played with.
We're going to take a look at this dunk again. Is this the dunk of the year right now for Coastal basketball?
Most definitely right now. It'd have to be between him and Sam. I know Sam done had some monster dunks, but it's compatible. We just have to see.
Our HTC peak performer from the Charleston Southern game, Chris Gradnago, the senior from Lake Charles, Louisiana, 24 points.
Well, I thought our defense in the second half should be our peak performer because we did the job. But when it came to momentum plays, without question, Chris's offense, they were momentum plays that really gave the crowd energy, which I thought gave us energy on defense.
And just to recap, you did call that play redunculous, correct?
Redunculous, absolutely. That's what it is, redunculous.
Time for us to take a break. When we come back, we'll give you a tour of the new CCU basketball home. You're watching the Cliff Ellis Show, presented by HTC and Griffin Industries.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by HTC. This is life. Connect with it.
Coastal Carolina University Chanticleers need to concentrate on playing their best, not worrying about what to do if an injury occurs. At Strand Orthopedic Consultants and Coastal Orthopedic Associates, we offer all our patients comprehensive orthopedic care from our team of renowned specialists. So no matter what your game, you can stay on top of it. Strand Orthopedic Consultants and Coastal Orthopedic Associates, proud to be the team physicians of the Coastal Carolina University Chanticleers and sponsors of the Coach Cliff Ellis Show.
Hello, I'm Tommy Britton. Along with my children, Case, Preston, and Mary Madison, I practice law here in Myrtle Beach. We're now known as the Britton Law Firm. And Coach Ellis and Coach LaForce, we have fine men that are leading our students at Coastal to great achievements. It's been a pleasure over the years to sponsor this program. The Britton Law Firm, all claims, trials in all courts.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Crescent Bank. The great folks at Crescent Bank are big supporters of Coastal Carolina basketball and Chanticleer athletics. Visit one of Crescent Bank's 4 Grand Strand locations in Conway, Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach, and Garden City. Crescent Bank. Have a nice bank.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Griffin Industries, a tradition in agribusiness since 1943.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Griffin Industries. Since 1943, Griffin Industries has been partnering with restaurants to provide spent grease removal. Griffin's family-owned recycling expertise covers 18 states, including the Carolinas. Call Griffin Industries today to see how your restaurant can receive best in-class service coupled with the most attractive rebate programs in the industry. Call 800-743-7413 or visit www.griffinind.com.
Welcome back to the Cliff Ellis Show. Just one game for Coastal Carolina this week, a 71-58 victory over Charleston Southern. But, Coach, I know you're excited about this segment. Mark Haggard had a chance to really give the fans a look at what's to come for your new basketball home.
Well, it's been due for a long time for Coastal Carolina basketball, and we're just so proud and happy that our administration and the people that have done this, that put it together, to show the importance of what it means for our basketball program and what it does for our university. It's a convocation center that's for recreation for our students, but it's our home, and we need a new home. And we're just excited about this, and next year we'll be in it.
Well, get your hard hat on, because Mark Haggard takes you on a tour of construction in progress on the new Convocation Center.
The new Student Recreation and Convocation Center will soon be open for business. It's a 130,000 square foot building built amid the fingers of 3 wetlands. This will be the Chanticleer's new basketball home. Philip Massey is the project manager. Through more than 3.5 decades, Massey has coordinated major projects on campus, including the Wall Building and Wheelwright Auditorium. He says there's much more to this $25.5 million structure than just basketball.
It's a beautiful building that should be ready for substantial completion on April the 15th, final completion 60 days later. So we are planning to be moving in it this coming summer and have it ready for probably the first activity we would have in there would be the freshman student orientation process and convocation process as well.
The Garvin Design Group out of Columbia and Tim's Architectural Group teamed up to plan this endeavor. Why this site, which is across the campus from the post office near Highway 544? Well, because it's adjacent to the resident halls for easy student access.
The whole idea is first to take care of our student needs and recreation, and that's what it does. So it is a student recreation building first and foremost, with the convocation afterwards. Convocation Center will seat about 3,200 for an event, a basketball or an athletic event, but also will seat about 200 more for a graduation should we deem it necessary to have it for graduation.
The student section of the building includes a massive climbing wall, multi-purpose rooms, a running track, weights and cardiovascular areas, and rooms for intramural sports. There will also be multiple concession stands and a university bookstore. The arena is also equipped with a state-of-the-art sound system for concerts. Massey says he's excited about this project.
It would probably be more, a little bit on the contemporary side. Coastal Carolina has been Georgian to a certain degree, and certainly this is in no way Georgian, but it's such a large footprint of 130,000 square feet that you can't do Georgian very well with 130,000 square feet. So with the mandate, again, to be green with a lot of outside light coming into the building and things like that, it's a completely different facility than we've ever had before at Coastal.
The crown jewel of the new arena is the Chanticleer's new basketball home. The new gym is nearly triple in size of Kimball Arena's seating capacity. The Chants women's and men's locker rooms are still under construction. CCU will enter the court from this door and into the arena. A state-of-the-art facility that includes VIP and presidential suites and 2 sections that jut out over the arena for extra seating. Massey says this was a massive undertaking.
Probably the total number of construction employees at any one given time is probably 250. At one time, the electrician had over 65 employees here working, so I would say with the brick masons and the work that was going on with brick masons, there was one day where at least there were 250 people working on the project.
And this will be the new office of head basketball coach Cliff Ellis. And this is the view out of Coach Ellis's new digs. Nothing has been left out, including training rooms for the players, and this new media room that will have big screen TVs, Wi-Fi, and all the tools needed to report on CCU athletics. All of it housed in a meticulously designed building.
Restroom for the offices, a storage room, and this is the suite of offices for women's basketball. Our food purveyor, Airmark, is providing open all the time. When the building's open, they will be open all the time with the one main concession stand on the concourse. There are other concession stands when we do have an event in the Convocation Center, but that facility will be open with all kinds of healthy type things, smoothies, all kinds of things that really will make it great for the students' use.
So following this season, it's goodbye to Kimball Arena and hello to the new Student Recreation and Convocation Center.
I'm here with Sam McLaurin and Danny Neiman. And Sam, first of all, I'll start with you. How about that new arena? Have you been inside yet?
No, I haven't been inside yet, but from the things I see from the outside, it's going to be pretty good, I feel like.
That is really going to be enjoyable next year, and this time they mean it. You're going to actually be playing basketball. It is a wonderful looking facility from the outside, and that's all you've seen is the outside.
Yeah, that's all I've seen was the outside, but I've seen designs and the layout for it, and from what I've seen from there, it's going to be a pretty nice arena. About 3,500 seats, 360 goals, portable goals, so I think it's going to be pretty good.
See, I'm one up on you because I've been inside the arena, and I know Danny hasn't been inside either, but you've got to be really juiced up about next year playing in a brand spanking new facility.
Yeah, we're definitely excited. We've had some good times in Kimball, and we're just ready to get over to that new arena, and we kind of got teased last year, but we'll be in there next year for me and Sam, senior year, hopefully, and we're looking forward to it.
I mean, let's face it, are you going to miss Kimball?
Yeah, you're definitely gonna miss Kimball because this is the one gym that has a certain atmosphere with the fans on, all on top of you and stuff. So we'll miss Kimball, but we'll be glad to be playing in a little bit of a bigger arena and get some more fans in there.
All right, there you have it. Coastal Carolina going to open that new Convocation Center next year, and Big Sam, I'm sure he's going to have a bunch of dunks in there, and I know Danny's going to be swishing and dishing in transition.
Time for us to take a break. When we come back, the coach goes one-on-one with Anthony Raffa in Chants Corner. That's when the Cliff Ellis Show continues right after this.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Creek Rats, A&I Fire and Water Restoration, and Britton Law Firm.
When it comes to fire, water, and mold damage, there is only one company to call, A&I Fire and Water Restoration. A&I has been in business for nearly 4 decades and continues to win national awards for their cutting-edge technology in the field, craftsmanship, and excellent customer service. In 2010, A&I took home another Chrysalis Award and are also recipients of the Big 50 Award for Remodeling Magazine. A&I is the Grand Strand's oldest, largest, and most trusted fire and water restoration company. So when disaster strikes, you know who to call. The name to trust, A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
IHGC high-speed internet's not only crucial to my day-to-day work, but it also offers a constant connection to the world around me. News, weather, staying in touch with friends, and still catching all the things I can't get on TV. HGC delivers the fastest and most reliable connection to the things that mean the most.
Get HGC high-speed residential internet for as low as $14.95 a month with a variety of speeds available.
HGC. This is life. Connect with it.
Locals love Creek Rats for dinner. They rave about the seafood dinner special, baskets, po' boys, wraps, and burgers. But when you experience those incredible waterfront views, you get that relaxed Creek Rats attitude on the Marsh Walk in Merle's Inlet and on Celebration Lake in Florence.
We're here today with 6'2" junior Anthony Raffa from Sea Isle City, New Jersey. He's one of my favorites because he just plays so hard. He's a grinder. He'll give up his body, take charges, do what it takes to win. He's a big Phillies fan. Your heart was broken this fall, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about Anthony Raffa. Who was your biggest influences growing up?
My parents. I mean, obviously they were there when I was born, and obviously growing up all through high school and prep school, and they were supportive of me, and they were my biggest influence.
That's good to know. What's the thing you like most about Coastal Carolina?
The beach, pretty much. I mean, obviously in Jersey, I live on the beach, and it's pretty much similar like that.
Extremely tan this summer, man. You were staying out there pretty good. What were you there? Just out there swimming? I mean, you weren't looking for any beautiful girls or anything like that, were you?
No, I'll just be walking around, and the sun just hits me. I'm Italian, so Italians get dark.
And you know what about Italians? You can cook. You know, you can cook. We're gonna have a cook-off. Tell people your favorite meal to cook. What's your favorite recipe?
I should say the chicken or veal Marcella.
I hear you, buddy. What is the favorite meal that you like Coach Ellis to cook?
Steak.
Grilled
Steak, fried food. Coach Ellis loves that fried fish. I'll tell you that.
Can't beat it.
Oh, sir.
Coming out of the inlet.
Yep.
Coming out of the inlet. Get it out of the creek. Get it out of the creek. What's your favorite memory as a Chanticleer?
Probably last year when I hit the half-court shot, and I pretty much didn't know it went in. I put my hands up like the field goal, and everybody started laughing at me.
That shot was seen around the world. It went viral. What would be the biggest thing that people might be surprised to know about you, Anthony?
Well, that I'm a cook.
That's right.
A lot of people don't, obviously I'm interject, like, oh, what else does this kid do? And obviously my parents own a restaurant, and obviously when I go back there in the summer, I cook on the line.
Can you sing?
A little bit.
Do you want to sing?
If you start.
What do you want to sing? You requested.
Raindrops. I want to hear that one.
Raindrops. Raindrops. So many raindrops. Come on.
Feels like raindrops falling from the sky.
Falling from the sky. Anthony Raffa, Sea Isle City, New Jersey on Chants Corner.
Grand Strand Hooters presents a look back, highlighting some of the great moments from the Cliff Ellis era at Coastal Carolina. We go back to Valentine's Day 2009. Coastal Carolina taking on first place VMI. 39 seconds to go, Dexter Moore hits the three to tie the game at 97. After a stop, the Chants go for the win, and Mario Edwards delivers. Edwards finishes with 28, including the buzzer beater, as Coastal beats the Keydets 100-97. Hooters, with 2 locations in Myrtle Beach, is a proud sponsor of the Cliff Ellis Show.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Coastal Orthopedic, Strand Orthopedic, Crescent Bank, Have a Nice Bank, and Chanticleer Holdings.
Come get that relaxed Creek Rats attitude on the Marsh Walk in Merle's Inlet and overlooking Celebration Lake on South Cashua in Florence.
HTC Home Security offers me the comfort of knowing I'm safe at night. I count on the monitoring services to safeguard my family and my belongings. HTC offers the peace of mind and protection I need for the things that matter the most.
Bundle your HTC home phone with your existing security equipment for one low price. Switch to HTC Security Monitoring and start saving today.
HTC. This is life. Connect with it.
Hey, this is Jordan Griffin with Coastal Carolina Basketball. I want to wish everybody a happy Super Bowl today and get some predictions from me and the fellas here. I'm going to go with the Patriots. Personally, I don't think Tom Brady can be stopped. And see what all the other guys say. Sam, what are you thinking? Who you got, man? You got Giants or the Pats?
I think you got the Giants, man. You can't go against a Manning. I mean, Eli's been killing. He's been hot last couple games of the season. Plus, their defense is pretty tough, so I'm going to go with the Giants.
Okay, man, that's pretty good. Next, we got Chris Grandingo. I'm going to go with history pieces, so I'm going to go with the Giants.
Eli Manning. I trust Eli Manning. I think Peyton's helping him on the side too with a little film study. So I'm gonna go with Peyton. Lil Manning, Eli.
Okay. There we have it. We have our Super Bowl predictions. Everyone have a safe Super Bowl, and y'all be good.
All right, thanks to Jordan Griffin for getting in the locker room, getting some Super Bowl picks. We'll go with you now. Who do you like? Giants, Pats?
Well, Archie Manning's a friend, and I've known the Mannings for several years, and I've got to go with Eli. I'll be pulling for Eli. Ole Miss guy, back Auburn days, and we played some golf together and done some of those things. So you got to go with your friends. I'm going with the Giants.
And you will get to enjoy this game a little bit. I know this is a big week for you coming up. Are you going to get to watch a little bit of this game?
I plan to take in the last half. I've got film work to do. Sunday's a big film day for me. And but I do plan on having it put to rest. The good thing is the game doesn't start till later on. So, about 9:30 I'll shut it down and watch the rest of it.
All right. And I know you won't be watching Madonna on the halftime show because you'll be looking at film of Campbell. That's the first opponent on the HTC scouting report. Big 3-game week, Coach.
Well, now, which film would you want to watch, Campbell or Madonna?
I'd probably go with Campbell. I'd like to get a good look and get ready.
You just lied to everybody. You just lied to everybody in there. That's not true. Now, I have to watch Campbell, but you would rather watch Madonna.
I'll probably be with the kids during halftime.
That's a good out.
But Campbell's going to be a tough opponent, Coach.
That's a good out. Going back to Campbell, that's a tough out. We lost to him. We've lost to Asheville. We've lost to Campbell. Robbie Lang, who's the head coach, was on my staff at Clemson and Auburn. He knows everything that we do, and he's done a good job. He's got a good team. They beat Iowa by 20 at Iowa, and Iowa beat Wisconsin. So you want to see a ball game, see another one Tuesday night. There's seats available. Come get tickets.
And then High Point on Thursday at home, and then 2 Rock Hill. Always tough to play Winthrop on the road. And here you go, Coach. You got 3 games in this week. It's time to get buckled down.
Well, it's 4 games in 7 days, and again, we're looking at this as preparation for conference tournament play. There's really no practice time. We just got to go play it and take what we've done since October and put it all together this week. But that's the way it'll be in March.
Coach, congratulations on a great win on Saturday, and looking forward to a busy week.
Thank you very much, Rich.
We will be in Rock Hill, South Carolina next week for the Cliff Ellis Show. We'll have highlights from 3 games. We hope to see you then. For the coach, I'm Rich Krampanis. Thanks so much for watching.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Bonnie Plants. Our roots run deep.
Hello, I'm Cliff Ellis, and these are peat pots from Bonnie Plants. Bonnie Plants is where I like to go. When you get ready to garden this spring, you need to buy Bonnie Plants. They're the only ones in these 100% biodegradable peat pots. They encourage healthy root development, and they're so easy to plant. Just tear off the bottom half of the pot and the recyclable label, and they're ready to go in the ground. I want to thank Bonnie Plants for being a supporter of the Cliff Ellis Basketball Show. The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Griffin Industries. Since 1943, Griffin Industries has been partnering with restaurants to provide spent grease removal. Griffin's family-owned recycling expertise covers 18 states, including the Carolinas. Call Griffin Industries today to see how your restaurant can receive best in-class service coupled with the most attractive rebate programs in the industry. Call 800-743-7413 or visit www.griffinind.com.